You have a prepaid call from at the Essex County Corrections. This call may be monitored.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth152, and I'm back with another video for y'all. And y'all already know what it is when y'all see my face on the screen. It's story time. And yeah, we up to Tales from the Cell Part 5. Now, I know last time when y'all was here, y'all heard me say about jumping that bluebird and go down that dusty road down to my destination. So yeah, we all loaded up, shackled up on this motherfucking bus, get ready to take this long ass trip. So boom, I don't know what the bus driver was on. All I know is the nigga took the scenic route all through downtown, a little bit of north, and then he just jumped on the parkway. I don't know. I guess he wanted to see the last hood before we left. So we on this motherfucking bus, shackled, handcuffed, with a little black box in between, so you can't move shit. You can't do none of this shit with your hand on the hand. Shit was uncomfortable. And for that inmate who made that shit, he was an asshole. That shit was very, very uncomfortable for a nigga that had their hands stuck like this for all that time. I don't know what the fuck you did to make you think that that was a good idea to draw up and invent. That shit was crazy. No, we don't need no more of those. But yeah, we on this motherfucking bus. We on this long ass trip. We on the parkway. Handcuffed like this, sitting next to a motherfucker with a chain around your waist, down to your feet, got your ankles shackled up. Crazy. Couple of hours on the bus. So we riding. And our first destination ain't our last. What we going to right now is reception. Now the whole bus is full, so everybody going to a different reception. Me, myself, I ended up going to Yardville reception first. And then my final destination was Annandale. You know what I mean? So that's where I did my time. But before we get to that, we're going to tell you about this Yardville reception shit called Craft. You know what I mean? You either went there or you went to Trenton. One of those spots was called Craft Reception. And I was there for like about maybe 2 weeks before they ship you out to go to your final destination. So you got the bare minimum of nothing there. You got nothing there except a care package they give you when you come in. Now I mean, back then they gave you could smoke back then, but now you can't do none of that shit. So the care pack they give us: clothes, uniform, soap, washcloth, towel, the basic slippers, and a box of CP101s. Now, cushion mints. Yeah, so they gave us a box. It was like a Raisin Bran box. The old no-name brand, and it was like an all-white box, and it said CP101s on them. And they was like, these just cigarettes. You can't smoke none of that stuff. So you ain't smoking yourself. You can't smoke out here in a lounge area. All right, cool. So everybody get the stuff, and they walk us to our cells, show us where we gonna be staying at, all types of shit. Get ourselves hooked up, and then we gotta go see the nurse, get shots, and ask questions and stuff like that. So it's niggas in there that been sitting for a minute, like 2-3 months sitting to go out to where they need to go. But I don't know what happened with classification with them. So I'm sitting there, go see the nurse, all that other stuff. They send me back to my cell, and I'm walking around trying to get the feel of the place and stuff. Like, all right, so this is where I'm gonna be until they sit me out to the real spot. All right, cool. So you can only stay in this one pod area. Like, you can't go nowhere else. Know what I mean? You can go outside. They let you go outside, but you can't leave off that. No, you right there. So The time I was there, I done seen the most crazy things. Like some of the COs be on some other shit. Like they was highly energetic to beat a nigga ass in Yarraville reception. They didn't care what you said, what you did, if you was in the wrong. They wanted to put hands and feet on you. And these niggas was, big boys. So, once you in there, you just with the people that's waiting to see classification to find out the way they going. So, boom. Everybody, you know what I mean, mingling and talking and trilling niggas out and shit like that. I stay to myself. Now, I don't need a crowd. You know what I mean? I stay to myself. You know what I mean? I'm off in the cut, just chilling, just watching everybody else. So it's time to eat. And we ate out in the open. Everybody eating and shit like that. Then they bought the TV. We could watch TV and stuff like. So we just cooling. And then all of a sudden, behind me, it's like a group of like 4 or 5 dudes behind me. Now we all just getting here. And you getting some shit as soon as you step foot up in here. That's crazy. How you get into some shit as soon as you get up here? This reception. This ain't even the compound you going to, and you already in some hot water. You know what I mean? So the best thing for you to do if you ain't involved in this shit, keep your distance. You know what I mean? Move away from it. Watch from a distance if you care to watch, or continue to do what you're doing. Act like you don't even hear the shit. So me, I don't want to get pepper sprayed, none of that shit, so I just get up calmly and just walk off to my cell and go stand at my cell door like I don't know nothing. So boom, everybody, they came in there, they broke it up and took niggas out, put them in different pods and shit like that. So it's gonna be a rough one up in here if niggas don't know how to hold their head right way. Know what I mean? I don't know what old buddy said to old boy or what type of shit he was in, but they got into it. I ain't gonna say neither one of them got the best of each other because it really didn't get a chance to go that far. But there was a couple of blows thrown, but nothing too serious. But they ended up took the lockup or whatever they took them. So boom, it's time to lock in. Now, when you lock in, it's 2 men in the cell, but I was in the cell by myself. So you hear niggas talking, you hear niggas screaming, niggas beating on the doors, niggas going crazy. So I'm like, damn, this is what you got to deal with every day, all day, every night, all night. This gonna be one hell of a ride. What the hell did I get myself into? Right? So the night goes on, niggas start dozing off. I'm just laying there staring at the ceiling because at this point in time, you ain't got nothing to do in your cell. You ain't got no TV, no nothing. Unless once you get to your main spot, that's when you can order whatever you need to be good. Your food, clothing, TV, radio, all that in your main spot where you going with classifications 10 you. That's when you straight. But right now, you on the raw but naked side. Like, ain't nothing there. Nothing. Unless you know somebody that got something already that's in this state, that's permanently housed there that can get you something to do and listen to or something to function right, and you just stuck back there. So you better hope classification come see you real quick in a hurry. So that shit went on for like about 2 weeks. I got called to classification. And I'm like, all right, bet. Where y'all gonna send me? They said, we sending you to Anadab. How far is that from where I'm from? I'm from Essex County. They're like, that's down there past Great Adventures and all that. Really? That's like a motherfucking 2.5, 3 hour ride. It's like, sorry, that's where you're qualified to go because of your charges.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. So you send me way the fuck out on West Bubble fuck because of my charges? Crazy. Damn. So a couple of days later, I'm still sitting there, and I think it was like a Tuesday or a Thursday when they came and got me and took me to the my last spot. So I get there. Now this is my first time in prison. 21 years old. Fresh off the block. Know what I mean? So when I get here and they pull up to the gate, I'm looking and it's a big ass brick building. Brick and white building. It looked like an office, like a big ass office building. It looked like one of those. And when they bust through the gate, and they let us in and we came through the gate, everything behind it was small little houses, like they called them cottages. And it was about 10 of them shits. And if you look down at the bottom, it's another unit down bottom down there. And then if you look over to the right, you can see where they take people to go to the camps and shit, High Point and other shit like that. But my charge is I couldn't go to the camp because I had crazy shit. So boom, we get there, we get our signed out units, take our ID pictures, get our stuff, go through the most embarrassing thing when you got to come in there, lift your nuts, cough, spread your ass cheeks and all that shit, open your mouth and all types of crazy shit. Then you get dressed and they give you your mainstay stuff, your blankets, your sheets, your motherfucking essentials to wash your ass with and all that other good stuff, toothpaste, all that other good stuff. Like yeah. So they tell us what unit we going to and offer to take us to the units. I was in C unit at first. So when I get there, I'm expecting to see cells and shit. He bust the door, go ahead in. When I step foot in that motherfucker, I straight stop like, what the hell is this? It's like a big ass dorm, bunk beds, and come on now, chief. This is what I wasn't thinking. But what the hell is this? It's wide open in this motherfucker. So I get there, get settled there for a minute. So I'm in there for like 2 days in this unit. And all the new people gotta go through the rituals, go see the nurse and psycho and all the other shit. I got called to do all that. So once I got there, I seen the doctor and the nurse and they talked to me and all types of shit. They ended up moving me. They said because of an injury I got, they didn't want to become liable for that shit. They wanted to keep an eye on me in case something happened. I'm like, I mean, you leave me back there. They got me coming up here with y'all and shit. Like, I don't want to be up here with y'all. Like, come on, chill. Alright, so they moved my unit to another unit closer to the nurses. Boom. Alright, cool. Go outside, go to the big ass ball field with a track going around it. And when you come out, the other unit they had me at was the main building. They had me in the main building. Instead of little ass cottages, they had me in the main building. So when you come out the main building, you see all the cottages on both sides and one in front of you right there. That's the C unit. I was all the way down there at first. Then they put me all the way up front. So I'm in the main building now. And you see all they look like little ass houses, but they call cottages. And to the right, it was the ball field and the auditorium and all that other shit like that. We go to the ball field. And you can do whatever you want out here. Smoke, you know what I mean? Work out. They had the weights out there and all like, cool. Now, we walking around, niggas getting to know each other. Niggas already been there. Niggas seeing their old homies down there, all types of shit. I seen a couple of niggas I knew from the block, you know what I mean, down there. And, yo, shit was kind of alright the first couple of days. Then you just like, damn, I'm stuck here for all this amount of time. So I gotta get a routine and stick to it and stay the fuck out the way. That shit was crazy, like. So, after you come from the ball field and shit, after wrecking shit, you come back to your units and shit. I go back upstairs and they make you check your cigarettes in at the front desk. So if you got cigarettes, they take your shit because they don't want you smoking in the inside. They give you some cigarette breaks. You can go outside and smoke. You check your cigarettes in, all that shit. Go sit in my bed, sitting there watching TV. Cool. They call out for mess. I get up. I go downstairs. And I'm following the line. Like, okay, this must be the mess hall. Because ain't nobody tell me shit. They just said, go to mess. So I'm like, I'm following the herd. Like, fuck it. They going that way? That must be the mess hall. So I went the same way they went. I'm going. Now, ain't nobody tell me you can't take a certain amount of shit back. I like pudding. It was pudding day. I like chocolate pudding. So I had about 6 of them shits in my pocket. Man, I didn't know you couldn't bring that amount back. You can bring 2 back, but I had 6 on me and 4 slices of bread. So I get outside and dude looking at me. He's like, yo, why your pocket so fat? I got my pudding in there. He's like, how many you got? I said, I got 3 in this pocket. He's like, no. I said, come on, this is my first time here. He's like, it's your first day? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you can't take no more back than 2. I'm like, all right, so he's like, go ahead. So I skated off. Whew. Got back to my shit. Get upstairs, and the fucking CEO, yo, bring your pockets. I only got pudding. He's like, you got 6 puddings. You're supposed to have 2. Ain't nobody tell me. This my first day. Like, I like pudding. He's like, listen, pudding man, you can only bring 2 back. I'm like, man, come on. Let's just slide this time. Next time, your limit is 2. Anything. You want to bring something back? 2. No more than that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I guess I ain't make a good impression on the first day, huh? But shit really about to turn up since I get here. Know what I mean? It's some shit that really happened down here that I never thought I would see in my life, but it actually happened. And I didn't see it for myself, but definitely word gets around the campus down there, or compound rather. And when you heard about it, you couldn't do nothing but like, oh, damn, wow. He don't bother nobody, but I'm going to keep y'all on the cliffhanger. I ain't going to tell y'all nothing else. Until next time, you already know who it is. Mr. Smooth 152. Tales from the cell. I'm gone.
You have a prepaid call from at the Essex County Corrections. This call may be monitored or recorded.